You do. You. I said when you get back. I didn't say do it. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. Uh, Spec and Chris. Boxcar Children. No, definitely not. You said kids. That's why I said Boxcar Children because I think the Hardy Boys are technically teenagers. Yeah. We've been streaming for a solid 5 minutes now. Oh, shit.
I've written down is just that when Barlog started to go cuckoo, Phil Fleetfoot, which is he in the room with us? No, he's the gnome in the other room. He kind of stood to gain from Barlog going nuts. And I think him and the Muse kind of had something on the side. But
Which
we don't
one?
have a ton.
Phil?
Phil Fleetfoot. Yeah,
He's the
Fleetwood.
one that was like controlling or like
Yeah. He gained more influence as Barlog kind of went nuts.
yeah, okay.
We know the Muse locks her door at night. No one goes in or out. And that's when
But
Urkel got caught.
yeah, well, Urkel, he was following her and saw her go in her house, but left her door open, right? And then he went in and she wasn't in there, and that's when they walk in on him.
Olena hired Urkel too. So I don't know if that's a setup thing. You know, he said, hey, go follow her, and then set him up.
Possibility.
But Phil, I also have down that Phil and Olena, though, were combative with each other. Like maybe they aren't on the best of terms.
Okay, so it's a possibility that Olena might be on our side.
Yes. Or everybody's on their own side trying to power grab type of thing.
We might be able to like recruit her type of thing.
Yeah.
Assistance from her.
It doesn't seem like Phil and Olena are working together necessarily. They probably all got their own angle. This is politics, baby. Everybody's got their own angle.
Stupid politics. I hate politics. Kip
Drain
doesn't
the
hate
swamp,
politics.
baby. That's what
I-
we're here for. Let's drain the swamp.
We are in we're in Wisdom's area, and I guess Wisdom loves the political intrigue.
I really don't, but it is what it is.
And Wisdom loves his friend Urkel banging muses.
I like him a lot less now. All right, I think
Doesn't kinda
is
shady.
Forrest at our disposal for like because she Olena has a room here. Is Horace going to be our guide, or was that Phil that was going to show us
So
around?
Horace mentioned last time that he would be willing to provide anything you guys need in your investigation.
Should we just head straight to Muse's room? Is there anything else
Yeah,
we need to do
we'll
here?
go to the
Should we talk
scene
to
of the
anybody?
supposed crime.
Okay.
This is just a clarification thing because the Virgo, the guy in the other room, looks a lot like the creepy dude that I wasn't a part of. Well, I was, but you know, Wisdom wasn't in the Coliseum. Did he react to the party? Is it like these guys again? You guys remember?
Did we determine if
Oh.
that's the same guy or are you just reusing the token? We did not. Okay.
Okay.
Did we recognize that guy? Did he look the same?
None of you asked me about him at all when you were in the room.
Okay, but I remember what he looks like, right? My character Kip remembers what he looks like because that was like 5 minutes ago. Did he look similar to the guy from the Thunderdome?
The Under Thunder.
Under
I mean,
Thunderdome.
you didn't really pay too close attention to him, but you know, he's wearing that same kind of reddish robe.
Same robe, same outfit, but he might have been a different guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I do an
Well,
intelligence
didn't-
check on it?
He didn't speak. Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
Okay. Let's just start with that because Kip is way smarter than I am.
First roll of the night, baby. I think it's a 16 or higher, guaranteed. Boom.
Okay, so you remember that he is the person you remember from the Under Thunder.
Well, shit.
Oh, okay. So he was the same person. Got it. See, I told you Kip's smart.
Wait, which guy do we remember? Oh,
Virgo.
Okay, Virgo. Got you. Okay.
The one that told us not to fuck around, basically.
Ah.
We
Then
fucked
we killed a
around.
bunch of like monster dogs and
Fucked around and found
destroyed
out.
the entire. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would argue we found nothing out as of yet.
I mean,
Kinda
You,
true.
you found a
It's not
spider's tongue down your throat.
That was before.
we
It's a
found
spider
Jack.
queen. Thank you.
That was not before. That was definitely after, G. The
My
first
memory.
thing before going into the Under Thunder was don't fuck around. And then we went into the Under Thunder.
And we found Jack. That's how we got Jack.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot. What
Jacques.
Where's Jacques?
What happened? To
Yeah, what
Jacques?
happened to Jacques?
He's on the airship, isn't he?
Oh, that's right. He's
Yeah.
on the airship.
Yeah.
He's
Good
safe
old-
Fuckers left.
with the kobolds
Good old
in the
Jacques.
kitchen.
Oh yeah, the kobolds definitely will eat him. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think Jacques is
Yikes.
around anymore. I
I'm
think
sure
he's
fine.
I think he was turned into a meal.
Rip.
I'm sure he's fine.
Hey, Horace, would you like to show us to the muse's room?
Yeah, we
Oh,
got some
yes.
investigating to do.
Why, yes. So Horace takes you guys through some winding halls and up a
I would
stair-
like to do my best to like remember the turns we take, kind of our where we're situated at.
Situated.
Situated. That if we have to like turn around and get the hoo-ha out of here, that we can.
Yeah, you're good. So let me just reveal this area. I'm gonna go ahead and
New map. Oh, same map, different area.
So the muse's room was in the
She's
dungeon?
in the prison. In the prison.
That's interesting. Some interesting muse.
Sorry, I'm going and revealing all the areas.
Absolute. Huge.
Oh, it's over there. There's stairs? Where's the
Yeah,
stairs?
so
at?
Horace is able to, he begins to lead you back through the room you guys just came from. He opens up a small stone door and leads you guys up a staircase and takes you up to the second floor of the fortress. So
If we had to guess, how many like floors are there? Is this like a four-story high structure? Two-story?
When you guys were approaching, you would have seen that it was kind of built into the mountain itself, but it is around 2 stories.
Okay.
So there's no stairs up from like where we came up. There's nothing
So the
continuing to go higher.
stairs, if you guys just want to follow Horace along, I will guide you.
Well, let me zoom in a little bit.
So he's going to lead you through the
Follow
staircase.
the leader.
And then this staircase connects all the way across
Oh,
the staircase.
Horace? Horace? Where'd you go, Horace?
There you go.
he teleported to the right.
Okay, so upon coming into this area, you guys are able to look down across the room and see the lower area that you guys previously have walked through.
Okay, so we're up on like the catwalk, gotcha. I'm following.
What
now.
is this? Is this another set of stairs going up or down?
That's another set of stairs going down.
Down. Okay.
Wait, which one is the downstairs?
Both of these stairs here are down.
I mean, 2-way stairs.
Got it. Okay. I thought you were talking about these ones over here where
He
Horace
hadn't
is.
got there yet. Now he's past that. Where do these stairs go?
Horace.
Horace does not mention where those stairs go.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna
Can-
glance over when I walk by them.
Can
Do
we
they go up or
see-
down?
You see that they go down. And on that note, I got to run out real quickly.
All right, good session, guys.
Peter's
pick this
going
up again next
downstairs.
week.
I gotta like sprint out real quick.
Who's here?
I'll be back in a second. Sorry.
Dude's DMing in bed. I like it.
Do what you gotta do.
I mean, we've seen G play in bed before.
Hello.
Yeah, but he's playing and
All right,
falling
that's
asleep
not a
usually.
bed. That's a couch.
I mean, your
Doc,
chair
have
too.
you,
You've just
Have you
played
finished
while
Elden Ring
sleeping.
story? Not beat the game, but like gone through the main story. Are you New Game Plus yet?
Me?
No, not you. I know you're not done through Elden Ring.
Me?
Yeah, you, Mr.
No.
Level 140. Okay.
No.
Dear Lord.
I got
haven't
to
been-
100.
I haven't been focusing on doing quests or like storyline stuff.
I got to 100 and thought I want to try a different kind of character. And I'm weird with RPGs where like when I make a character, they have a specific build in mind that they will stay in, even though I can respec. So I made a second character that's like faith-based. So he's like level
Nice.
60, but I'm
Nice.
really, really amazed with the amount of spots that I missed on my first playthrough. Because the first time I was trying to find every little corner, every little nook and cranny, and I missed so much. It's incredible.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's just whole caves, there's castles, there's catacombs, there's everything.
Open world.
Awesome. Big fan.
I did get into, or not get into, but I did pick up Tiny Tina's today.
I
Nice.
texted one of my friends I saw playing it. What did he say?
So, well, I don't have it yet. I've got a friend who was able to get it cheap, and he bought it for me. So it's shipping later this week.
Oh yeah. All he said was it's pretty good, but I hear a lot of people saying it's better than Borderlands 3, but not quite Borderlands 2 tier. So, which is still, that's a pretty good game in my opinion.
Yeah. Hopefully it comes a Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd
I'm
love
not
to play
I'm not buying any more games for a while until I'm through all the new.
Yeah,
Well, I got it for $20, so
that's pretty good.
yeah. Not mad about that.
So a question, do we want to try and question Elena at all?
We can, yeah, of course.
When we were talking to Urkel, did he say that he never told anyone that Elena hired him? Was that only an us thing?
Yeah, because remember
Uh,
he wouldn't say anything until we were alone in the Mind Palace with him.
Okay, so we can't just probably come up and say like, hey, Elena, we know you hired Urkel.
Right. And when I spoke with her, because I did leave the room to see if there was anyone using magic outside,
She was
Mhm.
real grouchy with you.
she would not answer anything that I asked her.
Yeah.
Or should we just straight up come and say like, first thing, like, hey, we know you hired Urkel. Talk.
Could try it.
Do we have, I know we probably don't have them prepared today, but do we have access to any sort of zone of truth? I know we have suggestion and stuff, but
I have
I'm not a
that.
cleric.
something that's maybe a little less invasive
Hold
than
on.
like suggestion or charm person.
I might have something. Hold on.
I don't
Because
think
zone
there
of
really
truth is
anything.
basically a lie detector test.
Yeah,
to
but
anybody that's not guilty
they have
would
to
would
save.
just be like, sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they
you
have-
can, they could intentionally fail. You say, just if you have nothing to hide, then let this happen.
there's no way they would she would intentionally fail.
I also don't think I don't know if Zone of Truth will go well. Because even though we still are like detectives here, I don't think we are going to be allowed to act as we want.
Like we don't have the amnesty to do whatever.
That's
we
the
want
word.
here.
Thank you. I didn't know how to word that.
So that's why I'm
Okay.
asking, like, should we question her or should we not? Because that could go really
We'll probably
bad.
pick something up though in this next room, and maybe that'll help us kind of determine who we should try to, because eventually we'll have to talk to somebody in the
Inner circle
like on the council. That's what I was trying to think
council. Yeah.
Be back.
What'd you get?
Peter-
All right.
Taco Bell.
No, I got Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Peter, why did you moan when you got into bed?
He's
So,
cosplaying. He's cosplaying being a dad.
Oh, that's right. Only I get that.
sometimes my legs can hurt too, guys.
Being a dad, being over 30, like, that's either is fine.
My soul is 58. Okay.
That sounds about right.
All right. So Horace leads you guys to her room. You notice that this room is kind of tucked away with sort of the other guest rooms. And you see several other doorways nearby. And then he leads you into her old room.
Imagine we just get accused of being traitors as soon as we like start to investigate Semicircle.
You guys are free to
Don't say that. Don't put ideas into his head.
explore the room. And do you guys see the doors for the other rooms as well?
The 3 right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Okay.
What's to our east? Like right up against, it looks like a well.
So that
Some
is
sort of-
just a wall with some windows that kind of look into literally just rock and like some rock waterfalls.
A window to rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
So
you
like
can
a
see
cave?
the inner sort of connections between the stone structure and the rock wall.
The architecture here is phenomenal.
So, okay. Like, is it like a cave type thing where there's like room out there to go? Or
There's
is
a
it literally
tiny,
just
there's a tiny bit of room. Yeah, there's room. But it's not like a massive cavern. It's just kind of a little bit of some open space and then rock wall.
Okay. Dwarves are weird.
All right. We'll let you know if we need anything else, Horace. And we'll head. Her room is north. It's down the
Mhm.
hallway. Okay.
Mhm.
Then we shall head north. There's 3 doors. Do we know which one leads to her room specifically?
I assume it'd be the top
he
north
gesture?
one since it's revealed.
Can you ask that again?
Which room's not Elena's? Which room is the Muses? I assume Horace would have.
The one just straight north.
All right. Well, in we go. Let's invade some privacy.
She's gone. That's fine.
Wow, this
We're
is
on an
going to be cozy for
investigation.
the
Oh,
for
shit.
the what? How many of is this? Is there 5
few.
of us? All right, I'll stand on the bed.
Wait, what's going on?
I will investigate the bed. We are all going to try. Well, I guess we don't have to, but this is a very tiny room and there are a lot of us. I would like to check out the bed, under the mattress. That's where everybody likes to hide things. Maybe a diary that explains everything that the muse was going through, her thought process of
Roll
why she was bad.
investigation to investigate under the bed.
Inside the
I'm gonna
pillowcase.
I'm going to stay outside the room and I'm gonna send Sova in. I'm gonna have Sova basically perceive what he can perceive.
Okay, let me describe what you guys see when you come into the room.
Who do I get to choose? Equal to our. Is our proficiency bonus 4 yet? Or
You
is it still
see
3?
a kind of small, dainty
Yes.
bed that doesn't really look disturbed too much. It's very well kept. You see a small chest in the corner. And that chest has a big log on it. And you see this weird looking sort of painting with a sheet kind of covering it on the wall above the headboard of the bed. And then you do see another one of these windows, like the window I described earlier. It is cracked open, and you can see once again a rock wall. There's a few feet of space, and then it's the rock face again.
I'm pretty sure Urkel told us that he went to follow her into the room and she was not there when he had entered, and then he got caught. I'm
Correct.
pretty sure Urkel had mentioned that. I'm giving Kip, Silas, Stark, and myself all emboldening bond, which is a D4 to any ability check we make in here.
I would tell you to give it to Sova. I'm gonna have Sova go out the window and explore out the window and look out
Suit
there.
yourself.
Wow.
That's rough,
Great. I
buddy.
get to add a D4 to that.
Oh!
Jesus, man. Jesus.
I don't think my
Now you're done.
I don't think my flash of genius is gonna do much here. So
That's the worst I've ever seen.
Dude.
You fall off the bed. Go ahead and roll.
I've never seen a bed like this before, guys.
Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
Please fail on
I've
this
seen a
also.
bed
Save.
like this
Dexterity
before.
save.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity save.
Please fail this too.
Understanding.
This is plus
Oh.
11.
What's the one?
Oh my! I rolled another one. Nice.
Jeez.
You're agile enough to catch yourself from falling.
I'm good.
However,
I'm good.
in the process of falling onto the ground, you are able to the sort of bump on the in the rooms sort of causes a little bit of some vibrations in the stone architecture, and the painting with the sheet on it falls down and kind of breaks.
Breaks? The painting breaks?
Yes, the painting.
Oh, so it's like a hard painting, not like a canvas.
Is it like,
Like-
yeah, is it like
No.
glassed in or something?
No. It's a canvas painting. I mean, canvas paintings can break too, guys. They can get rips in them and break.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's
okay,
it's
so like
ripped.
it tears
Yeah, it's torn.
or the frame busts or something like that.
Exactly.
Got
Okay.
it.
What was the
all right.
painting of
Anyone have
again?
So
Men?
Silas is gonna hear the ruckus and probably like shoulder his way in there.
No.
And just ask, is everything okay in here?
Respect the process.
It's like Silas sees you laying on the ground. and
That's
he's
me. Like I'm getting up off the
Respect
ground.
the
Yeah.
exactly what is the
process.
process here?
Turn and burn. This is there's not a big
Turn and burn.
Yeah,
Horace,
turning over
Horace
the
is
roof.
also going to ask, what's going on in there?
Nothing.
We're investigating.
The wind blew it over.
I am gonna like walk over to the painting that broke
And investigate.
and check it out.
Is there anything on the wall behind the painting?
Yeah.
Like a big safe?
Roll investigation. You don't see anything on the wall, though.
Again,
Okay.
like a diary, maybe that the muse wrote everything down, why she's bad and where she's at now.
That's probably
Not
just on the
awesome
back
at
of the painting.
investigation, but yeah.
Well,
5,
it's
not
better
great.
than Doc.
Okay.
Add a
So
D4
you
to
are
it.
able
Add a
to,
D4 to it.
you are able to.
Oh yeah, no, hold on. I'm gonna add my D4. Hold on.
Get that D4 up in there.
Not gonna change much.
Hey, you stop. It's a 1.
I told you.
I got a 6.
I've
I got a
I've
6.
infected you now.
Yep,
Jesus, man,
just
this room is
Doc
cursed.
stuff.
All right, Peter, hit me. I see a
Wow.
painting that is broken.
Yeah, you see the painting that is broken, and God, I don't know how to describe an investigation fail like this.
I mean, that's it. You just
I mean, you
see
could
the
just
painting,
say I
that's
see
it.
the painting and it's broken.
Yeah, and you're just kind of dumbfounded, like what the hell is this?
Is he
All right, so-
sad because of the loss of the art?
Silas just kind of drops it back on the floor and is like, "Well, nothing to see here."
Can I? Okay, at this point, I'm going to breeze in and just look at
Getting
Silas
crowded.
and what's this guy's name? Wisdom, and say no appreciation for the finer things, and I'm gonna pick up the painting and inspect it.
Okay, go ahead.
I already
and-
told you. There's nothing. I already looked at it. There's nothing to it.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Please.
Why is this mattress
I will-
stained? Oh,
Oh, so much better.
Yeah, just we're killing it out here. Tell us 10 was the check we needed to hit.
Please.
Please, for the love of God, get us out of this room.
So
I mean, I
as
just wasn't
Yaru
buying.
attempts to pick up the painting, the sheet that was once covering it has now fallen off.
Mm,
And as he's kind of lifting it up,
it's critical.
he somehow doesn't lift it up properly, and it breaks into smaller pieces that are now kind of scattered on the floor.
Fuck's sake.
However, you are able to see that some of those pieces are purple.
Purple?
Purple?
It's
This room is
For
made
the
of glass.
purple from the painting or purple from the sheet?
Purple from the painting.
I'm gonna
Did the
turn
painting have
Back of the
purple on it?
pieces are purple.
in the front of them.
Is it a
So
jigsaw
the painting
puzzle?
breaks into smaller pieces, smaller canvas-sized pieces. And the front that you guys couldn't see because it was covered with a sheet, some of
Oh.
those pieces are turned up and you can see them now. And they have sort of purplish weird designs on them.
Oh, like
Okay.
a rune type thing.
I'm
You can
gonna
roll
turn-
investigation.
about to be a nuke in here.
Can I? Yeah. Can I investigate the?
What do you roll to like try to put them back together? because that's what someone needs to roll.
Can I investigate the thing?
I might have.
Yes, you
memory.
may. You may try to investigate again.
I shall do that.
Meanwhile, Silas is going to look under the bed because he needs to feel useful.
Roll investigation, baby.
I already looked. You're not going to find anything I missed because I didn't miss anything.
Yara, you don't know where to begin. You don't know what you're looking at.
This
Add
is
a
really
D4,
bad.
Silas. You get to add a D4 for the next
Right,
10
right, right.
minutes, basically.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk out of the room and turn to Kip and say, "I can't." Oh God, I can't make
This
heads.
is not helping, Doc.
I can't make
Alright.
heads. I'm gonna say to Kip, I can't make heads or tails of these pieces of the painting. Maybe you want to take a look.
All right, I'll go in and take a look. So
Do I
it was
see
out flying
anything
out the
under
window, by the
bed?
way.
Peter?
Yes, Silas, you look under the bed and you're able to see a book underneath one of the corners of the bed.
There's nothing there. I already checked the bed,
So
Silas.
Silas is going to reach under and grab the book and be like, "There's nothing here, huh?"
That wasn't there 10 seconds ago.
I planted it like a dirty cop.
Actually,
okay.
we should keep that in mind because we are the investigators here.
So, all right, I have the book now, Peter. What is it? Does it say anything on the cover?
It is in a foreign language that you do not recognize.
Does anybody, Silas is probably holding it upside down. Does anybody recognize this language?
Let's go
Let-
through.
That is anybody investigating the painting again?
Yes, I am going up and
I
to
would
investigate
say-
the painting.
I'm gonna walk in the room and say, "What are you chuckle fucks doing in here?" And then I'm
We're
gonna
investigating.
investigate.
Infernal and
Join the
Gnomish
party.
are the
We're
languages I
investigating.
know.
Oh, never mind. Kip got it. Mine's gonna
Yeah.
be nowhere near as good as that.
I've got a +9,
You
guys.
had
I mean-
9 the whole time and you let us come in here and
Well,
fall
you
on our
guys
faces?
barged your
Add
way
your
in there. What am I
D4.
supposed to do?
To be
Add your
fair,
D4. Add
you
your
guys
D4.
did barge in. I
No, I
will.
told
I
you- I told you
will.
to give it to Soda.
I did
I don't
not
have it.
barge. I breezed.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, Kip.
Wait, you didn't even roll your actual D4 or your roll.
Oh, it went to GM on accident. I rolled an 18.
Oh, okay.
Plus 4.
Kip and Stark enter the room and they begin to go, what
Investigate.
the hell are these hooligans doing? And they begin to put together the painting again. And slow and steadily, like putting together a puzzle.
I'm
guys-
gonna if I notice it's runes, I'm going to hold off completing the puzzle.
It's not runes.
Okay.
As you piece it together, you see an elegant painting of what looks like a large, slender, purplish lizard with wings.
Ooh.
Is it tasteful?
Is it reminiscent of the thing that attacked us in the village?
Stark notices that it might look reminiscent to the thing that attacked him in the village.
Interesting. Did we kill the muse? Everybody stops.
What?
Banjo
No,
music
no,
stops
he's
playing.
saying, was the muse the Dargon?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did we kill the muse when we killed the Dargon?
That's a possibility.
Banjo music stops.
Danny DeVito is not going to be happy.
Apparently,
Development.
I mean,
I now speak Yaru, which is a little terrifying.
you just consider what the thing said, right? Something about
what
us
is it?
ruining the plans. The muse definitely had plans.
How do we know the muse had plans?
I mean, she seemed like a conniving.
Because she has a picture of a thing?
No. But we heard before that, like, she was the power behind the throne.
Yeah, Urkel was saying that she had Danny DeVito's like ear for a while, and
Oh.
he'd changed since she showed up.
Yeah, his like attitudes had changed drastically after she was
Gotcha.
around.
And
So-
and then
and,
the,
and we knew the dragon wanted to do some shit around here, according to
We were
what
in-
He had a plan.
Wisdom.
I will also
heard.
add that Silas, upon giving the book another double check, you do notice some drawings that you are finding hard to kind of make out.
Can he at least recognize the language and
investigate
say,
further.
"Hey,
can I
does,
For, like,
does
booby traps
anyone
and
know
stuff first.
X language?"
Can I deepen my
Yes,
investigation?
yes. So you would recognize the language as Gnomish, Silas.
Gnomish.
Fucking
Does
hand that
anybody
shit
know
over. Hand that shit
Gnomish?
over.
Stark,
Yeah, I
do you know
know.
Gnomish?
I do.
Do
There you go.
know
Hey,
the
maybe
Gnomish?
we should this. She's kind of like nuts, so maybe check this to make sure it's not booby trapped. There's not sort of like poison spray that's gonna poof out
What,
of
the
the book.
chest?
The book?
Oh, the
No,
book.
the book.
I
Yeah.
mean, I could do another detect magic if needed.
Or maybe just like an Arcana check or something.
Or investigation? Like, what do you want us to check for traps?
I got an idea. Let's just let someone open it, and that way we
Or
can
just
check
put
for
it in the
chat
middle of the floor and I'll open it with
Forrest,
mage
hey,
hand.
hey, Forrest,
I need you to do
No,
something.
put it in the floor and I'll open it with mage hand.
What if it
That's a good idea.
explodes?
Put it put it in the room.
But it would be
Outside.
destroyed.
Right. We don't want it to get destroyed is the problem if this book has stuff. I have
We wanna-
dispel magic, so
Yeah,
if
we
we
wanna-
find out it's magical, I can then dispel it.
All right.
Yeah, disarming probably would be better than.
Somebody needs
Well,
to check
tripping.
for just traps. What's the check for that?
I'm gonna
Right,
cast
I'll just-
resistance on Stark, which is just
I'll-
a D4 that's like a saving
I say
throw.
I'll just use detect magic.
I can't hear a word you said, Peter.
You can use investigation to check for traps. There's passive perception, and you can also.
Peter,
Peter,
pick
pick
up
up
the
your
microphone.
Sorry. You can
I
use
will
investigation
investigate.
check. You can use passive perception or perception.
Well, we know who the investigator is here.
D4 and advantage because this is a team effort. Sorry, I guess Peter should determine that, but if
Can I
someone's
advantage
helping,
the investigation?
Yes, you may, because you guys are all kind of standing around it like a bunch of weirdos, seeing if the book has a trap in it.
I just imagine the scene
22.
where Dwight has a box that he's
If
not
you
supposed to
touch the
open.
book and you notice that it's just a plain old book.
Cool.
All right.
Just a plain old book.
I gave it to Stark.
It's just a plain old book that's going to kill us all.
Fireball.
Well, I'm
Silas
seriously
gets scared
like,
of it, of the book and cast fireball on it.
yeah, this is my thing. Like, if it's got a glyph on it,
Are you detecting magic though? So that we would know
I'm
if it's
saying,
magic.
I mean, should I? I probably should, right?
Probably, yeah.
I'm assuming it's been 10 minutes since the last time I cast it.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have spent quite some time in this room.
The investigation.
Again,
The
Again.
investigation is ongoing. All right.
detect magic.
We can't comment.
We cannot comment at this time.
So yeah, I'm using it again, Peter.
Dark magic.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, someone should probably be like,
look around.
blocking
and
the door.
Nothing kind of catches your eyes that would be magical in the room.
Okay.
Can we finally open the book?
Yep. I'll
Silas,
open
I would
my-
make sure there's people like Horse and the people behind you aren't taking sneak peeks in the room. Let's keep
Well-
some autonomy.
What does the
Silas is
title of
slender.
the book
Someone needs to
read?
help block the door.
I will help block the door.
Two slender guys blocking the door.
Upon picking up and examining the book, Stark notices two things right off the bat. The first is that the name of the book is Serene's Salacious Tips for Seduction.
Ooh, I like it.
And the drawing that is on the cover is a woman performing some quite profane acts upon a gentleman.
Well, I guess
Please
if I
tell-
had looked,
please
if
tell
I had
me
looked
that
at
we
the
s-
book and the title, I guess I wouldn't have needed to use detect magic.
Please
on
tell me that
it.
all that we spent all this time on Hustler.
All right. I guess I'll open the book up and see if there's any like pages that have been like dog-eared or any scribbled notes
Sticky.
or anything like that. No, I'm not. Nope,
You-
not looking for
you,
that.
You notice all of those things. You notice several interesting notes on several pages that you wish you could remember, or I should say,
Forget.
details which you read. And nothing really stands out of the ordinary. It seems like it was just a book about, seduction.
Fortification.
Amen, brother.
All right. Well,
All
I'll
right.
just
So we
say
found a
this-
porno mag.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. This is just.
We turn our attention to the chest.
Is this like the old school Cosmopolitan? Like These tips will blow his mind.
It's kind of like that.
These tips will blow his tip. It
Sova scene.
Can I investigate the
was right there for
chest?
the taking.
You want to
Yeah.
investigate the chest?
It's
To
time.
make sure it's not trapped.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
I'll stick my head out the window and see if Sova's still
I mean, as
running
far
around
as
out
you
there.
can tell, Kip, it looks like just a plain old chest with a big lock on it.
Anybody got a lock picking kit?
Peter, I guess it might be important to know. Do you do like what's the term I'm looking for? Set intervals for DCs like 10, 15, 20, or do you have random 17s, 6s, 18s?
You
For
mean
what?
for
'Cause I'm not
my,
gonna-
for my checks? I have specific checks that I just have it like higher. I mean, I just have them kind of not random, but I have like, this is
Okay.
a hard task. This is going to be hard.
Well, I just don't want to keep bugging everybody to roll D4s because if you can't get to 20, that's how some DMs do it. So
yeah,
Well,
like they'll be in
well,
multiples of 5s.
So I'll say this much, like for the painting, for example, as you guys continued to fail, it got harder and harder.
sure. Kip, roll your D4 from using abilities.
And yes, to answer Silas's question, I have thieves' tools, so
Perfect.
Ooh,
and I'm
nice.
proficient with them, so I'll be able to unlock the door.
Nice.
In
Is
theory,
it still just a box?
In theory, yes.
or unlock the chest, not the door.
Yeah, I mean, so Kip investigates and it looks like just a normal thick chest.
Thick.
Thick
Thick.
chest.
Thick boy. Thick boy. All right, Stark. Can you get us in this thing?
Let's try. What do I need to roll for the
These tools.
chest?
So it is a
Sleight of
dexterity
hand,
skill
usually.
check with the use of thieves' tools. You add your
So
proficiency
sleight of hand. So I can just
No,
use sleight
it's
of hand
actual
then.
thieves check. It's like it's a thieves tools is like a whole separate check. So it's like a dexterity plus a thieves tools level because you can have like thieves tools +1 or +2 and stuff.
Yeah, they're just normal. So
Yeah,
Be
so
I
dex
could
plus
just
your proficiency.
I could just probably
Dex
use
proficiency. So anything you don't have points in your dex.
right. I'm
probably
just
be
gonna roll
fine.
sleight of hand because I'm proficient in it, and that'd be the normal check.
Sounds good.
That's fine for now.
It's just the easiest way to do it.
Rip.
Isn't that a D4 too? Did you give it to
Oh
him?
yeah.
Yeah, add a
Roll a
D4.
D4. Roll that beautiful beam footage. Rip.
Fucking, why are all these ones?
Seriously, your thing sucks, Doc.
You've literally infected everybody.
I did get a 4 with it earlier, but still.
So Stark is not able to unlock the chest.
I could acid splash the lock.
Or we could try and help him unlock it.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
be like,
that might be smarter.
it's a little dark in this room. Can someone help me see this a little better, please?
I can cast light onto.
If you're trying to get
Cast,
advantage on a lockpick, that's not how locks work. Like, I don't know what to tell
Yeah, but I
you.
can't see what I'm doing. It's dark in the room, Peter.
Mm-mm.
Stark, you got another D4. You can do it, buddy.
A lot of help that'll do you.
Yeah, except the check
No,
went up,
it's
I'm sure.
it's two
So,
D4s now. 2D4.
So he can roll one
Let's
twice.
check.
yeah,
That's
so
great.
he's
Another
gonna
extra
get a
2.
2.
All
That's
right.
a +2.
So, Peter, do I get advantage on this one?
Absolutely not. No advantage.
All right. I'll try again.
You lost your advantage when we failed the first time.
All right,
All right,
hold
now
on.
2d4.
Oh, 18. Nice. Oh,
All right, 20.
Plus my flash of
Respectable.
genius to add 4 to that. So fuck you. It's a 24.
And that easily unlocks the chest on the second attempt.
Boom.
nice.
We're pros.
Inside, you see a several kind of intriguing looking articles of clothing.
Is this more
Intriguing.
slutty
Oh
stuff?
boy, some lingerie.
Yep.
It totally is.
If there's a strap on in here, I'm out. We're just leaving. Burning the room, and we're done.
That's blackmail. Is
some-
what that is
Are
right
there
there.
some Magnum condoms
My
for his
bad.
Magnum dong?
That's a missed opportunity right there, Peter.
I'll tell you what, if it's in the chest, it's going to be called a dill don't.
Are you guys investigating?
We got to this point.
We're gonna use Mage Hand to slowly take the contents out. I don't want
Uh,
to.
who's
Do,
got
touch
information?
that.
I will do it.
do latex
I will
glove
do
exist
it.
in this universe?
Yes, it's called Mage Hand.
That's about as close as we're gonna get to latex gloves.
All right, I'm gonna start one by one using Mage Hand, removing the crusty clothes.
Oh, no.
Okay, the clothes are in fact not crusty, and the first thing that your mage hand pulls out is this kind of elegantly sewn dress that you notice is pretty short.
Hmm.
Slutty.
What do the proportions?
Is
look
that
like
what
it was
Silas
made
said?
For like a gnome, or that it's made for a human and her coochie's about to hang out?
The proportions look like they would not be properly sized for a medium-sized humanoid. It would be more so a dwarf, a gnome, a creature.
Makes sense.
Smaller.
Because isn't he a dwarf? The king? Or
The
is he just
king
a
is.
short
I'm
human?
not sure if we knew what the muse was.
Yeah, did we get a description of her?
Isn't
I
he a
feel like we
cross-dresser?
had to have.
Well, this is time. I think this is a time to go back to Urkel and ask some pointed questions.
We need to know about the king's personal life.
Well, is Urkel still in our mind palace right now?
No, I booted him, I think.
Ooh,
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we see, Peter? I'm gonna like lay that out.
Well,
My
let's just.
mage hand is gonna,
Can
like,
we just ask Horace about her?
lay
He's
it out
literally
on
out
the
in the
bed.
hallway. Can we
So,
just ask what
you
she?
wanna start pulling
wanna
out
s-
more dresses?
I want to see what else is in here first.
You notice that not just one elegantly dressed lies in the chest, but several, including a beautiful white wedding dress that is also of a smaller,
Similarly sized.
similarly sized.
Okay, so I'm laying them all out. My mage hand is laying them all out on the bed. Is anything that not dresses in this thing?
For a false bottom.
No.
And are
Power
they all
bottom.
non-magical? Dark.
I believe that detect magic would still be up, right?
Yeah,
Right.
it lasts for 10 minutes. We've been here for only like a minute or
that's
two.
fine. You don't notice any of the dresses being magical.
These dresses gave +1 to AC. I'd wear one.
God,
Same.
no.
I would not.
Is it empty? Is it just empty now?
You're already wearing a dress.
Yeah,
Uh,
Peter, anything else in
one-
there?
Pulling out the
It's
final
a
item,
dress.
which was the wedding dress, the chest is now empty.
Okay.
I would
Two-
like to
two
investigate the
dresses.
chest for
See if there's a false bottom.
yeah, for like secrets in the chest.
Roll
Secret
investigation.
compartment.
Hey, Silas, is there anything in there? And I'll cast guidance again on you.
Kip, you use your hands to deftly navigate through the crevices and cracks of the lower
Mm.
parts of the chest, and you find that there is no false bottom.
So we've got two dresses, a book of questionable contents. And did we ever discover what the painting was of?
The
Yes.
thing.
It was the
Oh, the dragon.
wizard.
The painting of the dragon-esque creature.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Sova been up to?
Should we move the chest
Oh,
to see
that's
if
a
there's
spider.
anything under it?
Okay. Sorry.
Don't kiss it.
So Sova is still investigating out the window, or is this investigation over? Or I guess sight, perception over for him.
Should
So we'll say you can use either. I would say probably perception because it's something you're looking at, right?
Okay.
Kind of
Yeah.
look out the window.
It's a D4.
should we move this chest to see if there's something under it? By the way,
Good call.
Sova notices that in the rock wall there are several sort of larger than you might expect holes within, kind of spreckled around the rock face, and yeah,
Like climbing holes,
no, not climbing holes,
claw
Like-
holes.
More like talon holes.
not talon holes. I mean, these are like hole holes where you don't see where the
tunnels.
hole comes out.
Oh, like a hole, like a hole that he could fly into.
Exactly.
Well, he's gonna fly into one.
Okay, what's Sova's range of flight?
I don't like this anymore. 60 feet?
I want off this ride.
And what happens if Sova? I mean, do you tell Sova to stop at the final 60 feet when you reach that measurement?
He sees through her eye. He sees through.
Well, only if
its
I do it.
eyes.
I basically my task for him was to fly out there and just look around and see if you see anything like out of the ordinary and like
Okay.
essentially investigate by sight, and then come back.
You just it looks like those holes are pretty deep and they keep going.
Do they twist at all? Or are they straight?
They twist a little bit.
Okay. Then Zova's just gonna fly back. He's not gonna fly super far in there. Maybe like 20 feet in.
Okay. It's a
But
twisty hole.
what size of holes are they? Like 5 foot, like a person could fit?
I mean, I would say they're around like 8 or 9 feet. They're pretty large holes.
Oh, so like we could go in those holes.
He
Correct.
goes spelunking.
Gotcha. And those are like directly above us? Are they going in towards the prison or out away from the prison?
So again, there's you have the window, then you have a little bit of space in between the window and the rock face. And these holes with no discernible pattern to them are just kind of sporadically dotted around the rock face.
You said
On
this
the
is
not
outside?
prison side. Yeah, outside the window.
This is outside of the window where you look outside the window and you see a massive rock face.
Okay.
Hmm.
So they're not tunneling back into the prison at all.
Secret tunnel.
You aren't really sure because I mean, could these be, the ones that go into the prison, or could these be ones that go? I mean, you're not really sure. It's just holes in the rock face.
Okay. So I was gonna fly back. I'll relay that to the group. There's holes that she could have escaped through.
Okay. Now we're cooking.
Which remind me, Peter, how big is the window in this room?
The window would be about like 5 feet.
Okay, so she could have climbed out the window too easily.
Yeah, it's a pretty large
Okay.
window for the room.
Okay.
Silas, any luck moving that chest to see what's underneath?
Well, I haven't really started yet because I was
Oh.
waiting for this to kind of, and I have very little strength, so I'm probably going to need some help. But in this lull, Silas is going to just sort of look up and be like, "Hey, does somebody want to help me move this chest just to see if there's anything underneath it?"
Sure.
Yep.
I
Perfect.
just wanted complete silence. I wanted crickets.
Yeah. What do you want? Strength checks, Peter?
Strength check.
Huh?
E4.
Just a flat out strength check.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing a strength check also.
I'm a -1, by the way. So
Let's say
Yeah,
I
but
can
you
do
got
it.
a
If,
D4, so that's a flat. That's flat, baby.
Strength.
I can do it if you'd rather have me do it.
well, somebody's going to help, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm helping.
All
So
of
I
us
get
do
it.
Silas
it.
should do it. It was his idea. Silas should be one of them.
and a
Mhm.
D4.
All right, let's see here.
We're really
9.
good at not letting the people that are the best at something do it.
No one else volunteered.
It was his idea to do the chest.
I literally said, "Do you want me to do it?" Am I muted?
Well,
No,
and-
it's
Silas and Yaru kind of heave and push, and it really takes way more strenuous activity than probably should have, right? It's just a chest. But they are able to slide it over.
Nice.
There we go.
Silas looks up and
Teamwork.
high fives Yaru. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah. There we got it.
He's very proud of his like physical exertion.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay, is there anything underneath this thing, Peter?
Yes, there are a few papers that are face down on the ground.
All right, let's grab those.
Okay. And go ahead and just roll a quick investigation.
oh, jeez.
Paper cut. Incoming.
Oh,
There
Okay,
it is.
hold
so
on.
you turn the papers over and you immediately see that they're new drawings of the king.
They're what? Nude drawings of what?
Of the king.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
This is becoming very interesting.
No.
Get me the fuck out of this room. It's like a sex chamber.
So are we missing any? There's the bed, there was a chest, there was the painting. Was there anything else significant in this room just from
The
when we're
walls.
looking around, Peter?
Now I know why wisdom slipped off the bed.
There is
There was a wet spot. There was a wet spot.
It's a yuck puddle.
there is nothing out of the ordinary that you guys see on the walls.
Thank God.
I feel like we need to investigate this painting a little further, though.
I'm scared to touch anything.
Have
at
we
this point.
actually investigated it? Like, has anyone successfully investigated this, or is this
Yeah,
mostly
you
just
guys-
us?
Yeah, you did.
You guys
Yeah.
investigated it, put it together, and saw that the painting was of
That purple dragon that we fought. What was it? What was it? A
A
deep dragon?
Yeah,
Correct.
remember I said that I thought maybe we killed the muse because the deep dragon might have been the muse.
Right. Yeah, I was just trying to remember what kind of dragon it was.
But that investigation check we did accounted for actually investigating the painting itself. Like,
yeah,
that wasn't just putting it together.
yeah.
Have
Okay.
we haven't mentioned to anybody here that we killed a deep dragon, right? Like, I know we talked to my village people about it, but everybody here, we
Village
haven't
people.
mentioned we killed a deep dragon, correct?
Don't think so.
Correct.
Because that's probably information we keep to ourselves. Hopefully Yaru can hear us. But
Why are we keeping it to
don't.
ourselves?
Because if anybody here knows that she was a deep dragon, and then we're telling people we killed a deep dragon, that's probably a whole lot of I keep wanting to say heresy, treason. There's a whole lot of treason coming our way if we killed the king's lady.
Hey, so I've had a thought. Why don't we tell Horus about the fact that we killed the deep dragon?
Can we close the door and murder Yaru?
Let's better yet, let's just ask Horus what this painting is about.
That's a good call.
If it means anything.
Let's keep the deep dragon killing on the down
Then
low.
we can reveal as needed.
I could hear you. Doc. I
Horus.
just-
Yeah,
It's Horse waddles
that was a
on.
good one.
Yes. Is the investigation in there going well?
It's ongoing.
Yeah, we found a painting that is a little confusing to us. None of us have quite seen a painting quite like this before.
What's
we'll-
the painting of?
Gesture towards because I imagine it's like it was busted. We put it together, so it's like laying on the floor.
Are you
Uh,
gesturing as in you want Horus to look inside of the room?
Yeah.
At the clothes that we have all laid out.
Oh, gee. Yep. I mean, yep.
Horus leans over, looks in,
Say we're pointing to the floor though, specifically.
and he's going to take a gander around the room, and he sees several things. He sees a bed that is now messed up, with several dresses lying on top of it. He sees a shattered painting on the ground,
That we're gesturing to.
and he sees a chest that has left quite a few scratch marks on the ground, has been moved over. And he sees, Silas, are the drawings in your hand, or did you drop them?
They're probably still in my hand.
Okay. Are you hiding the drawings?
No.
Or see Silas with a bunch of new drawings of the king? And Horus is going to ask, what's going on in here?
Just
We
answer
are
the
very
question.
thorough in our investigation. What we need help with is this painting. Why would she have had a painting of this beast in her room?
Am I allowed to ask about other things besides the painting?
And
Nope. That's
we
it. This
ask
is the
a
only thing
question,
we
you
need
ask a
help.
question. We ask a question, you ask a question. Let's take turns here.
Okay. What's, you're asking about the painting? Sorry, I'm trying to focus again.
Correct.
Yeah, don't look around the room. Don't look at the chest. Just focus on the painting right here for a second. The smell kind of goes away too. You'll get used to it.
Yeah, that looks like one of the fabled deep dragons of the Iron Hills. There's quite a few myths and stories about them, and some painters have tried to create pieces resembling them. I don't.
Why would
That's
the music?
far and away the least interesting thing I see going on in here.
Well, we're curious why the muse would have one and why it might be torn up.
That's a good question. Was it torn up when you guys found the painting?
Yes, we put it back together to figure out what it was.
Huh. That is interesting.
Also not true.
Don't remember hearing
deception?
anything about the broken painting, but I'll trust you guys at your word.
So I will say that's not deception from Stark because I was not in the room.
You're good.
I
you're
came
good.
in the room to say, "Hey, Chucklefucks, what are you
What do you
doing?"
roll
And I
for?
saw it torn up on the ground.
He
So
is,
I assumed it was torn up.
he is taking you guys at your word.
It's not a lie when I say it was torn up when I entered the room.
I'm not sure. It looks like just a normal painting. I don't know what you want from me here.
Have deep dragons, like, are they just a myth, or have any been seen in recent memory?
I mean, there's been rumors but it's always kind of been tall tales.
Have you noticed the rumors being
Can I
more
make like an insight check?
prevalent?
You can make an insight check. Rumors. I mean, I don't really pay that much attention to
Yeah,
the rumors.
I won't even try.
You can tell that he's a straight shooter. He's being honest.
I will admit I feel bad because I was like, we ask a question, you ask a question. We've asked about 8 in a row.
He's here to serve us.
I was trying to see if there were any rumors of a deep dragon picking up, like, when the muse arrived on the scene.
Honestly, we have more important business than dealing about kids' day.
Like what?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but the Iron Council is in charge of all of the political, economic, and cultural issues that rise up in the several factions spread out throughout the Iron Hills.
Are they also
Wrongfully
responsible?
detaining members of the Iron Council?
Like, are they also in charge of sexual deviance? Because
What do you mean by that?
well, look around the room.
I'm trying not to.
I specifically told him not to look around the room.
How did we kill the dragon again?
You murdered it?
Pretty sure. Yeah, we murdered it when it tried to.
We
attack
turned.
us.
We did the D and D
concerted effort.
We did the
I'm just
D and
trying
D
to remember.
equivalent of turning the gun on.
Like, because it didn't like fall off the cliff when we killed it, did it? It was on the ground.
Yeah,
It's still there.
Yeah,
we kind of harvested it, didn't we?
We were quite thorough.
yeah. I think I told him to put the head on the spike, and then we changed our minds, and
Okay.
they all came with us.
Well, because if it was a changeling or a morphling or something, it would have reverted back to its. Well, if its original form was the human, it would have reverted back.
But if it's a
Humanoid.
deep dragons can shapeshift into people.
Yeah.
So it would have
that's
been the
probably what
opposite
it was.
direction.
I
If
mean,
she had been killed as the muse, would have turned
She
into
would
a
have turned
dragon.
into a dragon.
I'm
Got
almost
it.
convinced that that's what happened.
Yeah,
Is that
point
what Peter
forged.
wants us to
We
think?
won't know.
I mean, I don't think Peter is crafting like. There's 5 of these. I don't think he's crafting
5 different layers.
Lovecraftian.
I would put it past him.
But no, I mean, like, we have to do this 5 times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's 5 variations of the same.
I would consider that metagaming, so I'll ask Yaru to shut up.
Love it.
You can't contain me.
Horace, you're looking a little pale. I think we. Does anybody else want to ask a question?
Isn't
Maybe you should get some
his
fresh
turn
air.
to ask a question?
Can we ask him what race she was?
Yeah, let's ask that question. That's a good one.
Does she have any defining characteristics, facial features?
She was really pale.
People
Hmm.
like, was she a
A
human?
dwarf, a gnome.
Dwarf?
She had purple hair.
She wore a kind of veil over her face most of the time, so we didn't really get too much details, and frankly, kind of spooky. So
How
What
tall?
was her height?
Yeah.
stayed away from her.
How tall is she?
I mean, she was, about as tall as you, Yaru.
Okay, I'm 5'11" for the record. 5'10", thereabouts.
Okay, so she was human.
Horse is
Humanoid.
gonna go. Okay, cool. Yeah.
No,
So that is
okay, that was out of game. I was saying that out of game.
Wait, didn't you say that all the dresses were made for like a small humanoid?
Yeah, that's
Like it wouldn't fit a normal person?
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to hold one of the
Okay.
dresses up in front of Yaru. How close does it fit?
It is. It would not fit Yaru.
I don't
And
think
Horus
these
is once
dresses
again
were
to
for
ask-
the muse, guys.
Is it my
Oh,
turn to ask
no.
a question?
Sure.
Do you want to ask a question?
What's with the dresses?
I mean, we were hoping you could tell us,
We found him in this chest here.
I think
I'll-
we're
I'll
piecing it
point to the
together.
chest.
along
Yep.
with those nude drawings, and I just point to the drawings that are still in the hands of
Do
Silas.
the drawings have like dimensions written on them at all?
No dimensions. No.
Does the dress look like it would fit Danny DeVito?
Or maybe just a dwarf.
But isn't there a
The
hey?
dresses
Isn't there a
are,
dwarf out there? Let's ask one of
dresses-
them to come in here and
The dresses are. Well, I'll say this. I'm gonna have. I mean, do any of you guys want to roll perception? I mean, help me out here with the roll.
Sure, I can.
For
I
what?
can.
Oh,
whatever you
isn't wait,
need.
isn't Horus a dwarf? I'm gonna move it in front of him. Would it fit him?
Okay, so as grass is moved in front of Horus, Horus's face grows bright red, and he says, "What the hell is going on?" And Stark and Yaru are able to see that the dress looks like it is quite the match for a dwarf.
Remain
We're
calm.
investigating.
This is an official investigation.
Yeah. We can't
Which-
comment on open investigations.
We're trying to determine why the muse may have dresses
That don't fit.
this small if she's not
Oh
the size, or if she's the same size as Yaru.
Somebody getting up to some funky stuff. That's what we're saying.
Listen, this is a safe space. We're just here to make
I
sure.
am. What do
Justice
you
is
want
done.
me? What do you want me to report these findings back to? What do you want me to say?
Well, given the sensitive
Nothing.
nature
Nothing.
of these findings, it's probably best we keep it a closed investigation as at this juncture.
The investigation is ongoing.
It's ongoing.
It's ongoing.
Definitely ongoing.
Horse is going to kind of put his hands up to his face and kind of drag his hands across his face. Like,
Ooh, I
wa-
would have cleaned your hands
he's trying
first.
to
before
wake
you
up
did
from a
that.
dream. He's going to turn around and he's going to go back into the alleyway and he's just going to close his eyes and start kind of shaking his head.
I wanted to like be like what actually happened was like we all like in like stereo all said the investigation is
It's
ongoing.
ongoing. That would have been great.
So do we jump the window with our entourage and go through the tunnels? Do we close the door and go without our entourage to the tunnels?
How
I'm a
many
big
tunnel holes were there, Peter?
There was quite a few. I mean, it was like 24.
Are we still
Oh.
in the Mind Palace?
The Mind Palace? Oh, yes.
All right, I want to say in the Mind Palace, I am a big fan of ditching the entourage for two reasons. One, I think it's highly likely we killed the muse. And the sooner we ditch the entourage, the sooner we can get out of the thumb of what's his face. Two, I'm just a big fan of ditching entourages.
I don't think that's a good idea. we are not in jail because we are allowed to walk around with an entourage.
Yeah,
If-
wasn't that a requirement?
Yeah, that was a condition for us not to be sent to jail.
Yeah, but if we ditch them, they can't send us to jail. So like, what's the difference?
And what's going to happen when we come back?
Why are we coming back?
Well, Urkel
How are
won't
we
be
gonna get
alive
outta
no
here if we
more
ditch
if
him?
we.
We go through the secret tunnel.
But how
We
do we
don't know
know the
where it
secret tunnel
goes.
goes anywhere
We don't.
other than back here?
The secret tunnel could very well just go to the fucking sex dungeon. I know Yaru wants that.
I mean,
Yaru? This was a-
I don't know
this
where
was a
you're
test.
coming from with that.
It's very clear that we keep our entourage. And I thought, you know what? Maybe Yaru is going to think through these decisions a little more. And it's very clear you still are not, because you just suggested in a prison that we try to leave the only people that are keeping us out of prison.
I think you guys are looking at this incorrectly.
What
Let us
good comes from leaving our entourage?
let us consider the. I'm not saying good will come of it, but let's consider the facts. What happens when we continue along with our entourage and we inevitably? I'm projecting here. I'm projecting that we are going to find evidence that the muse was a deep dragon, and we killed that. So
At this point,
what
no
is
one knows that we killed a deep dragon.
correct? But we don't know what we're gonna find. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying that if we find that,
say-
well, can I finish putting it out there? I'm just putting it out there that if we discover while in the midst of this entourage evidence that we killed the muse, I mean, we're going to prison. That's all I'm saying.
You're also
think-
going to prison if we leave our entourage.
Yeah, and that's a guaranteed. We don't know, like you're guessing about this. Just because she has a picture of a deep dragon, you're assuming that she's a deep dragon? Like, that's a kind of a big stretch.
I mean,
if you ask me.
I'm just going with my instinct here is all. Listen, I'm just putting out the idea. I'm not saying we have
I'm
to
not
do
gonna say I
this.
trust your instinct right now.
That's what got us. That's why I brought this forth, because that's what got us in trouble.
Okay,
last
all right,
time.
hold on. Hey, okay, calm down. I'm just putting ideas out there. I'm not acting on it. I'm just saying.
I say that, I mean, that's a good point, though. I think if we do get to the part where we find out that she was a deep dragon and we were the ones that killed her, maybe at that point we can look at ditching the entourage. But until then, there's zero reason.
My only thing is, ditching the entourage before they find out the muse was a deep dragon. That will lengthen the likelihood of us,
If it comes to that, we
incurring
can
more
handle
ire.
guards and Horus.
Anyway, I'm just putting the thought out there. That's all.
Does Stark still have his detect magic up? Because I think it's like 10 minutes. No, there's not been any floating Orbeez or anything around, right? When we've been in the room.
You have not noticed anything.
Or I guess Stark should have. I should, but
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
Nothing
not
to bring up.
magical elements.
Okay. Shall we call our entourage and go down the tunnel then?
Are we
Well, we
just
should
gonna
probably
start-
reveal about the tunnel, right? Like, yo, there's this thing. We need to
Right.
we need to go investigate.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good next place to go, because Peter, right, we've looked at everything in this room that's of importance at all. Like, there's nothing
You guys
we've
have
missed.
investigated pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
There's no loose slabs on the floor, maybe that like.
Yeah, do we need to
wobbly
actually
floor?
investigate the room itself for like hidden things?
You can investigate the room itself.
Okay, I will do that.
D4.
Investigation of the room itself.
If you guys don't have it, you can add like a little box that basically you click. So every time you roll applicable roll, it'll just automatically do the D4.
I did do that. Oh, there it is. Wait, what is this? Bless?
Where's
You
It's
notice
my bond, but it's
nothing
like-
out of the ordinary except for the things that you already investigated.
No, I'm gonna do it. Ugh. Okay. Wanna see if I got a nat 20.
You don't see anything no.
Okay.
All right, let's get out there.
Horus.
Didn't work. Oh, it's an attack modifier.
Hey,
don't-
Horus, we found some tunnels outside. Are you aware of these tunnels?
Were you asking that too?
Horace. So like we called
Horace.
Horace over and basically said, "Hey, there's some tunnels. Did you know about these tunnels?"
No.
Insight.
There's
Check.
some. Good call. Good call.
Yep.
You can roll it.
I got it. Maybe.
All right, let's see if this thing worked.
Nice.
Okay, you can tell that he's a little nervous
Hmm.
and doesn't seem to be telling the truth.
Hmm.
Oh, it did work. Nice.
Well then, I'm going to relay through the Mind Palace that Horace is not being exactly truthful.
Well, we've
In
kind of cleared the
Horace.
room, Horace. I think our next step, though, since it seems these tunnels are a mystery, is that we go kind of check them out. The window was already cracked open when we got in here. Maybe this is where the muse went.
I think it's quite obvious this is where the muse went. We just need to find out.
I think
where
the
she went.
evidence is conclusive. That is where the muse went.
Okay, I ruined it. What do you call the investigation is ongoing? That's what I was trying to say, and I ruined it because I couldn't think of investigation.
So are you want to go in outside into the tunnels?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to find the muse, and it's pretty clear that this is the way she went.
Do you? I'm gonna have to report to the king.
What is she? What if
Every
we don't have time for that?
moment we waste, the trail goes cold.
Okay, you go report to him. We'll go investigate and let us know. Come catch up to us when you've reported.
The investigation is ongoing.
Wisdom is like 1 foot.
Would
up.
anyone like to roll something to try to convince him?
I will roll persuasion, and I will just look deep into his eyes and say, the investigation is ongoing.
Not stopping.
Wisdom's like straddling the windowsill.
It's not terrible.
Horace seems to be still pretty flustered over what has previously transpired. And he looks back at Yaru, kind of entranced, and goes, "The investigation is still..."
Yeah,
He's
watch the bed. It's slick. And
He's
Wisdom
going
help
to walk over and kind of stand next to the door.
How far away is the closest hole?
So
Like jumpable?
I'm going to remind you guys that you guys are on the second floor, and you see that, this is the second floor. The rock face goes down to the lower level. So there is a gap. The gap is about 6-7 feet.
Oh, I'm spreading my feet. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop down.
You're just going to drop all the way down.
To the ground?
Does
Yeah, I thought
somebody
we were
have
going in the holes.
Doesn't someone have featherfall?
That's what I was
I
looking
do.
at now, yeah.
I do.
Wait, maybe I'm I thought this was like we stepped outside onto the ground and then there were just
You're on the second floor.
holes. Right, so we step out down to the ground and then
We
there's
step out,
holes in
fall
the rock
7
wall.
feet.
Are the holes up in the air? Like, or not up in the air, but up like high on the
There,
rock wall?
there is a window.
So
and
it's
then
window?
The structure of the building
wall?
is intact. So you can look down the structure of the building and it is 2 floors.
Right. So where are the caves at? Are they like 15 feet up in the air? Like on a rock wall, or are they just like the floor of the cave turn into one of the tunnels?
So the holes in the rock face wall. So imagine, rock face, right?
Mm-hmm.
That goes up 2 stories, 3 stories. You don't really see where it, finishes, it ends. And there are several holes throughout this wall all over. You would be able to drop down to the bottom floor if you wanted to. That's a 2-story drop.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to climb back up into one of the holes.
Okay. Where is the biggest hole? Because that would be the target, I think.
I don't think it would be the biggest hole, no.
The biggest hole is kind of
We don't have any
right.
easy note.
I would say in front of you guys, but about maybe 3 feet lower.
I was
that'd
gonna
be
say
an
the
easy
closest
little
hole, but that's pretty going.
What what's the distance between the windowsill and that hole? Is it 5 feet?
He said, yeah, I
It's
said
just-
6 or
it's-
7 feet.
Correct.
6 or 7.
6 or 7 feet.
That's not a bad jump if it's lower than us.
Yeah.
I'll make the jump.
Roll dexterity.
Can
you can
I?
do athletics, you can do acrobatics, or you can just do.
Can we glide down holding on to Sova?
What's Sova's carry weight?
22 pounds.
Absolutely not.
I mean, not like fly, but like glide.
You
So
think
like,
an owl is
Falling.
going to
Falling.
No.
We're not flying. We're falling with style.
exactly. It's a fall. It's a calculated fall. Yes, it's gonna be bad, guys.
11. Do I
Do
make
you
it?
have any like grapples? Can we put a rope and like swing
Ooh.
over? I'd much rather swing over than jump.
My arms are 10 feet. If I make it across, I can use my smoky arms and maybe guide the jump a little bit.
Lift us across. Can you do that? You should do that.
Probably. I mean, my carrying
I'm
weight
going
is.
to have so go ahead and roll 2d6 damage, blunt damage. Wisdom, you do not make the jump and you fall.
Is this
all the
fall
way down.
damage? Because I have. Yes, where I don't take fall damage.
Nice.
Yes,
5
you're
times my
gonna
monk
use your
level.
reaction to reduce any falling damage you take by an amount equal to 5 times your monk level.
I can just use feather fall if somebody starts to
Just
fall.
which is like
That's also a
45
spell
points of
slot, though.
damage.
That's okay. So Wisdom uses his slow fall and he still falls, hits the ground, and doesn't take any damage. And
I do have climbing gear, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feather
So that's
fall
what
is
I
no
want to
damage
do.
at all. So
We need
what-
to tie on your climbing gear to a rope and throw the climbing gear over and then just swing across.
Don't try to jump.
Wasn't planning on it.
And while they do the whole climbing thing, eventually I'll try to climb to the same hole they're going to.
So, Peter, anything I need to do for the climbing gear?
yeah, we're gonna make you make. You're using. Describe to me how you're using the climbing gear.
So I'm trying to. So sorry, there was a lot of descriptions going on about shit in different places. Which hole are we going to?
There is a gap in between you guys and the hole you were trying to get to. It's about a 7-foot gap. There is about a 20-foot drop in between in that gap.
And so it is a horizontal 7-foot gap, right?
It's
No,
a
he
little
says
bit
3 feet
lower than a
lower.
horizontal because
Okay.
the opening is about 2 to 3 feet lower than where
Okay.
the windowsill is.
So I've got some pittons and rope and a hammer. So I'm just going to put it into the rock, into the side of the rock wall, and try and
How are
make
you
like
getting it to
a
the other
path.
side?
Throwing it.
You're gonna throw a nail to the other side?
Well,
Get it to
no,
stick?
I'll throw like the hook to the other side, but then I'm gonna like nail everything down into the wall.
I'll just.
Are you on the ground or are you doing this from the window?
I'm gonna do it from the window so we can just go across, and then we can drop a rope down to Wisdom and have him climb up. Right? Does everyone else think that's the way to do it, or
I was just
There's
gonna say
something I'm
swing
missing.
across. Like you just hook the hook.
yeah?
the
I
thing
guess
up on the
I
top
guess
and then
how much
Oh,
lower
I
is
see what you're
it?
saying.
How much lower is it, Peter? 7 feet across,
7 feet
It's
across, 3 feet down.
7 feet
3
across,
feet down. Oh yeah, then we could probably just swing and do that, and then just drop a rope to you and pull you up.
That's what I'm
My
thinking.
pride's a little hurt, so I'm gonna try to climb at least once while you guys are
Okay.
doing the whole climbing
All
thing.
right. So Peter, do I need to do anything for hooking and swinging across?
Yeah, you're just gonna have to make a throw. So I would assume that's gonna be just a pretty simple
Unless you
athletics.
want to like mage hand it over or
You can also
Sova
mage it.
throw it over.
Yeah,
Sova
do you want to
carry it.
like mage hand it, and then you can like place it somewhere particular that will catch, and then try and pull on it? We can have either Kip or Silas do that.
Sure.
Cool. All right, so I'll give you the hook.
My mage hand takes it and goes and hooks it somewhere. Is there somewhere where it can like catch in easily? That doesn't have to be like forcefully pushed in.
It's a pretty rocky rock wall, so there's definitely tons of little places for it to kind of hook into.
Okay. So yeah, let's do that. And then we'll pull on it and check it.
Okay.
Make sure it's snug.
Just do a quick investigation check to see if it's super snug. I don't know if that would be investigation. It's snug. You feel it pretty tight. You pull on it and it feels pretty sturdy. And yeah, you investigate. It looks like it's pretty latched on. It feels like you can swing across.
Cool. I'm gonna swing across.
Make sure you make George the Jungle noises.
Do you want to do that first? Otherwise, I have Featherfall that I can use if something
Do
goes
it as
wrong.
long.
Okay.
Featherfall's a reaction, and it's like a 60-foot range or something. Like it's plenty.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, never mind. It's not a self thing. I can use it on you. We're good. We're
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was a self thing, like his slow fall he used earlier.
I can also cast fly if I really need to, but I prefer not to.
Fair. All right. So Peter, does he need to do anything for his swing?
Yeah, I mean, just make a basic dexterity check.
Cool. That's much better.
Dexterity, athletics, acrobatics, kind of anything you want.
Yeah. Okay. Dex it is. Oh, nice.
You are able to swing across, and you manage to land into the hole on the other side.
It's not hard,
You hit
guys.
the hole. You hit the hole, everybody.
And mage and the rope back.
All right, I'll go next, I guess. What check am I doing?
Dex.
Just a straight dex?
Or athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, Yar mixed across.
With grace.
Much grace.
Wisdom, are you just going to try
My
to
hair blows elegantly
I'm
in the
climbing,
wind.
baby. I'm climbing.
go ahead and roll a dex check as well. And then we still need Stark, Silas.
Silas will go next. It won't go well.
Wisdom climbs about 4 or 5 feet up and immediately falls back down.
I love the extra D4.
I
Well, I don't
you-
see my initial roll, so I don't even know what I get. I
Yaro
just rolled a
pops his
D4
head
and
over the
rolled a
ledge and looks down and calls down to Wisdom. Do you need another hand?
Wait, are you even close enough to us to keep the bond?
It's like 30 feet.
Oh no, Silas.
Silas is actually gonna do a George of the Jungle.
Oh
Watch
darn.
out! Watch out for that tree.
I'm assuming I'm falling.
So you fall only around like 10 feet because the rope is a little bit long, right? And so you can go ahead and make another dexterity check to see if you can land on your feet.
All right.
Hey.
Nice.
Boom. Very
Not
dexterous.
only land deftly, you actually manage to land right on the soft, cushy surface of wisdom, and you take
Nice.
no damage whatsoever.
Instead, wisdom
Wisdom
takes
takes
my
mine.
damage. Okay, so now I'm climbing.
Well, let me
Not even an apology? No? Okay.
or we just like
Shouldn't have
dangle
been
down a
there.
rope for you guys. I think it might be a little easier.
Yeah, let's do that.
We just gotta wait for Stark to get over.
All right.
All right, I will attempt.
Is this
to
going to be
cross
harder
now.
for Stark since he's wearing all that plate armor?
He's got better
Let's
grip.
carry weight.
Do the
All
Thunder
right.
gauntlets have like a locking mechanism where you can lock
I'm
your-
gonna
So if you guys are,
use
if you guys are
electrify them
climbing
shut.
up with
Yeah.
the assistance of an overhead rope, I will give you guys advantage.
All right, let me swing over first. And hold on. I'm going to use Using
thing.
my armor of magical strength, I'm going to expend one of the charges to add
He is electrifying
my
his grip.
intelligence to it. So that's +4. And then I also get the extra D4. So that's a 13.
Ooh.
And my flash of genius for another
You're
4.
good. You're good.
I'm at 17.
You're above. You make it across.
I made it. And I'm like sweating inside my helmet, but I
Wisdom
made it
makes
look
it
good.
across. And finally, we just need Silas's last check with advantage.
I forget that like the magical armor on me, it doesn't feel heavy, but in actuality,
Silas
it's
makes it
really
up.
fucking heavy.
So everyone is now in the tunnels, and I'm just going to do a quick
Horace,
time
come
check.
on.
You guys want to go another like 10, 15 minutes and then call it there?
That's fine.
Yep.
with
Yeah.
me.
I'm good. Send the rope back over for Horace.
Wait, is Horse coming with you guys?
This is a great way for us to ditch our.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
let's offer.
That's
They-
what
we're
I
not
was
no
saying.
waiting to swing over.
I am going to offer it to him for sure.
This is what I was saying, guys. Why was I getting so much hate?
Because if they came and like said like, "Hey, we have to come with you," we weren't gonna be like, "No, you can't come with us."
I wasn't gonna. Okay, that's not how you ditch an
It's their
entourage.
choice. It's their choice now. That they're not
Exactly.
coming.
You set it up.
Okay.
It must
Are they,
have just
what
been
are they
'cause it's
doing?
coming From you,
What's,
Yara.
what's the rest like the guards doing and stuff?
So no one notices you guys swinging in. I mean, this is kind of a tucked away part of the fortress, and the only person who knows of the anything that's going on right now is Horace, who you guys were successfully able to persuade to turn a blind eye to the investigation.
Wait a second. Did we end up doing what I wanted, even though that was not the plan?
Pretty much.
Wait, I think we didn't convince him not to go with us. We just convinced him that we were like smart to go into the tunnels, right?
Yeah,
I'll admit
he-
that kind of
he-
worries me
the
that he
exact
won't come with.
conversation.
It's
Yaru-
fine.
The exact conversation that Yaru and Horace exchanged was Yaru looked into Horace's eyes that the investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, but Horace wanted to stop and go tell the king. We said no, we're not going to stop and go tell the king. That was the
Right, which
He
Persuasion
is
was
check.
invited into the
Right.
tunnels.
And so
that was.
Horace
It had nothing to do with the tunnels.
around and started looking away from the room, the investigation, like you guys are still in there investigating. Like
So his back is facing us.
his back is turned to you guys. He's right next to the door. guys
So
are
so
out of the
so
room.
he willingly he
The goal is not
willingly
from to turn a blind eye.
denied joining us.
I'm gonna call over to him like, Horace, we're gonna go investigate this tunnel. We'll be back as soon as we can.
What?
The investigation
Sounds good, buddy.
is ongoing.
Okay.
This is amazing.
All right,
All right.
away we go.
I
Let's-
did
you
not-
guys ready to fight us?
That was not intentional.
It's true. It worked out pretty well. I mean, I feel like we have a good out. We told him what we're doing, and so
This was
They're not
my
coming. That's
plan.
Against his
All right.
laws, the
So the
problem.
party looks ahead into the tunnel, and you immediately notice that the tunnel begins to decline. It has a slope downwards.
I was gonna
It
say
is
just stop.
very, very dark, and
Torch.
it is very twisty from what you guys can already see.
I have dark vision, so how far can I see?
You realize like in a dark place you would still use light even if you have dark vision. It's like the equivalent of
I'm
like,
not saying that. I'm just saying,
moonlight.
can I see anything beyond what he is describing right now?
You cannot see anything beyond what I'm describing. That's how long the tunnel goes.
Okay.
Wait, that it stopped. The tunnel stops.
No, it goes beyond the range of my vision, is what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
got ourselves a hike.
Does it go beyond 120?
Yes.
Start.
Like tie a
hiking.
torch to what's your bird's name? Sova?
Sova.
Just have it hang like upside down.
Can't
and
we
then
just cast
fly in front
light?
of us?
Does someone have light? Just cast light on Sova.
Yes.
Oh, yep. We do have light.
I was
believe.
gonna say,
Yeah, I can do it.
Silas usually casts it on me.
It is done.
but put on Sova. That way we have light above us and ahead of us.
That works. Just make Soba a
Are there-
target, but
I remember
that's, I don't know if
That's
I like
fine.
that.
the
What do you
No.
mean?
dragon running through the
You've always
tunnels when
been,
you first go into the conclave.
Callous to the livelihood if you're a familiar.
Are there signs of claw marks, beasties, any sort of critters in the tunnels? Now that
Any
we have some light?
any more sex toys?
Yeah, is this just a
Yeah,
larger
whips and
sex dungeon?
chains anchored into the wall.
So you guys are beginning your trek down into the tunnel.
Can
Yes.
we look
Yeah.
for like tracks or anything? Like
Yeah, we're looking for
footprints?
signs of things using this tunnel.
Pair used nipple clamps
If,
on the floor.
if you guys are trying to do tracking like it's a creature, you guys can do a I believe that's a nature check.
Survival.
Survival.
Survival is generally
God,
tracking.
I hate that.
Ooh, I'm
And
That
my bond is probably up, so no more D4s.
I hate
Okay.
survival being wisdom.
Uh,
I
Yaru,
want that nature check.
You had a high survival check. I'm going to tell you, you don't see any tracks.
Okay.
Crap.
Away we go down the tunnel.
Okay, so you guys trek through the tunnel. You notice slowly and steadily that the tunnel is sloping. You also come to a turn in the tunnel. It is a 180-degree twist that begins to decline in the direction you guys just came from.
A switchback.
After another 10 minutes of walking, you guys encounter a
Deep
fork
dragon.
in the tunnel.
A fork.
A fork in the tunnel.
Is this like a plastic fork or?
Probably more
like a fork in the road.
Oh,
fork.
okay.
Plas-
Okay.
Two
Iron
routes.
cutlery.
How many prongs is this for?
All right. Two of us
There's-
go down one,
there are
3 of us
two
go down the
routes.
other.
Yeah,
We'll meet
definitely
back
split the
up
party.
eventually.
Split the party, one
Yep.
hundo.
Absolutely.
Classic.
Me and my thought buddy will go left.
Works for me.
Okay.
Are we actually
No, we're not
splitting the
really
fire?
doing that.
No,
We're not
absolutely
really
not.
Already- yeah.
No.
There's already half a mile down the right path.
No, we're not
Yeah,
splitting.
We're,
We're all
we're
going
not
together.
splitting the party, to
Can
be
we-
clear.
Can there? Do we discern any noticeable difference between the left fork and the right fork?
I'm glad you asked. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay.
You notice no discernible differences.
Can we take mine?
Yes. You investigate and you are able to tell that the left path feels a little damp and has moss kind of growing on the sides of it, while the right path is still just the same rock tunnel.
Left to Venus, right to
I-
Mars.
I don't know what that means, but there it is, guys.
Moss tunnel for sure.
Moss or no moss?
Moss.
No
Mas
mas.
tequila.
No moss. No moss.
I have no preference. We could roll for it.
Like,
1 and 2 are left, 3 and 4 is right for me. My vote's right. No moss.
I'm good with that.
Sure.
okay.
We're gonna check them
moss.
both out anyway.
That was just my
hopefully.
vote. I didn't mean that for everybody, but okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
You guys walk for another
Yes.
5 minutes until you come across another fork in the tunnel. This time, the fork goes straight or straight down.
Really
Like a
not straight
hole?
down.
Can someone
mean,
do we have any
there's a-
paper? Can someone keep a map?
there
we
is
probably
there
should,
is
yeah.
a literal
Some breadcrumbs.
large tunnel hole directly below in the ground. You guys can.
Does it go more than 120 feet straight down?
You can look down and try to.
So
see-
it's going to fly over it and look straight down.
Can I kick a rock down there?
You guys can do both. So Sova's gonna look down, and Sova can see that
Gonna hit
this
Sova with the
has
raft.
another slope in it, Once again, going down, this time a little bit of a steeper slope. You guys don't think you would be able to walk down it. And JD, you kick a rock down and you hear it bounce for almost. Oh God, I don't have it.
You're just trying to do
really
physics on
long
it.
Gravity
fucking
is
time.
9.81 meters per second squared, and the rock is 3 pounds.
That's a big fucking rock.
That would hurt.
I got my metal booties on. I'm good.
Hold on.
You can
Okay,
just
so
tell us that
maybe-
it falls for a while until it hits that slope.
No, I want to be exact about this.
It's just falling and falling and falling.
So I vote we
Uh,
don't go down the big hole.
Nope.
So it falls for 10 seconds.
Back to Moss side. That's
Roll-
too long
Can
to
we
fall.
get
But
around this
We have
hole?
a fork here. Yeah, we can just go down the sloped part instead of the hole, right? That was the other path.
So again, the tunnel, yes, the tunnel basically keeps on going except for this hole in the ground with a much steeper slope. You kick the rock down it, the rock fell for about 10 seconds.
Is the
Before we
hole
go on.
like the
We're just keep
entire
going.
way? Like we can't go around the hole, or we can walk around the hole?
You can walk around the hole.
Okay.
Before we
Away
go
we
on,
go down.
is someone keeping a map?
Right here.
So
So
that's a
no.
no.
I can leave some breadcrumbs.
Do we have something that we can like? Peter, do we need to
I
be
looked.
like?
I didn't have anything. I have an explorer's pack, and it doesn't
Do we
have
need to be
anything that
doing
seems
this?
helpful.
That's a metagame type of question. I mean, that's you're asking the
I mean,
DM
are you
for-
gonna tell it? Like, are you going to make us backtrack? Like,
I don't know. Am I?
He's
I
made
wouldn't
me
answer that
roll
if I
to
were him.
remember spots I've already been to before, like when we first got back
so
here.
yes, he's going to.
Yeah,
Great.
he'll make us do like some sort of history.
Someone
got,
advantage
like,
check to remember.
Something to write on and
I'll
something
start
to write
keeping
with.
notes.
All right.
All right, so we continue down the sloped part, the non-hole.
Right at the hole. That's what the
The
note should
non-hole.
say. Go right at the hole.
This is the non.
Can't miss it.
Okay, you guys continue walking down through the tunnel.
The
until
non-hole.
You come across a large stone door.
There we go.
Okay.
So the first fork, it was a left with moss, and
No.
right was no moss,
Oh yeah, right.
Yes, correct.
and we went no moss.
No mas. We said no mas.
No moss.
Does the door look like it's been used recently? Like the travel path that it takes? Are there like cobwebs? Are there rocks in the door frame? Or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, has it been used recently?
There are no cobwebs. You can tell on the grounds that the door has moved a few times in recent times.
Okay.
You know how when stone doors are like moving across ground, they kind of leave a streak of dust or stuff.
Yeah.
You see a few of those streaks.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't
So
really see
what was this?
immediately.
It was another fork.
It's a
This
stone
is
door.
just a door at the
Oh,
end of
there's
the
Is
tunnel.
this like just a
Oh.
normal door, like a 10-foot door? Or are we talking like,
This
huge
door
giant door? in
is
front of us?
about 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Speak friend to enter.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Now,
Should
we? Which way to the doors do they?
You see an ornate handle with a large keyhole in it.
Ah,
Picklock.
Start.
We should check
Yep.
it for traps first.
Good call.
Yes,
Let's
traps.
do some perceptionating.
All right, so I'm gonna do another emboldening bond. Mark this one off.
I'm gonna do some perception here.
Same
Alright.
as last time. Everybody but Yaro. Add a D4.
Oh yeah, now I get to do that. How did you get that plus?
Do you have to add an extra one on if you go straight below your passive perception, and you have the
Okay.
thing checkbox, you have to add
You
next
guys
one.
go to the bottom right of the map. You'll see where I've put your characters.
Okay, you've got a setting that I do not have, Rock.
So
Yeah, same.
go to the gear, and there's on the farthest right column, there's things that say show global save modifier field, global skill modifier field, global attack modifier
Got
field.
it.
Click those, and then it'll let you say, hey, this is a bond that should be a D4. And you just click that whenever you want to for a thing. You said bottom right, Peter?
It's just, yeah, I see
Oh, there
it.
you are. There we are.
Okay, let's add.
So I investigated for traps.
Yeah, same. That's what I was doing.
You investigate and you don't see or find any traps that you don't find anything.
In order to check if it's magical, do we need
Okay,
detect magic
cool.
or can we do Arcana?
You can make an Arcana check. You can make a detect magic check.
Okay. I'm
That
gonna
was
do an
just a
Arcana
test,
check.
by the way. I wanted to make sure I did the bond thing correctly.
14 Arcana.
Okay, so give me a question. Give me.
It's a D4 if we end up not having that information or enough information.
You are not able to discern any magical effect on the door.
Add the D4
For what?
for the Arcana check.
He
The
did.
emboldening bond?
That's what the +2 is.
Yeah, that's what that
Oh,
plus 2 is.
sorry. My bad.
I don't think it's magical. I think it's a physical lock, guys. I pointedly look towards Stark.
Yo,
I'm casting guidance on Stark again.
what did I
That's
use?
another D4.
What did I use on the
Sleight of hand, I
lock
think
again
you did?
last time? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't even need the other. Was that both D4s?
That is
Yeah,
both D4s.
nice.
Yeah, a 1 and a 4, which is why it's blue.
Interesting. I've never seen a boo before.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
The best and the worst.
So after some intense lock picking, Stark is able to jiggle the lock open, and the door now gives a little bit of leeway. Kind of opens up just barely a little bit.
Question about that. What kind of jiggle physics are we
Yeah,
talking
what
about
kind of
here?
jizzle physics?
I mean, it just you can feel that the door is now unlocked, but you haven't opened it yet.
Did it make sounds like when it moved?
I mean, you just heard it unlock. I mean, you heard,
Okay, so it didn't actually move yet. The door hasn't moved.
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's a better way to word it. Sorry.
It's on the, let's see what's on the other side.
Not
Yeah.
it. I back
If
up.
Lucas were here, he'd head right in, but he's not here.
Or Torvar.
Yeah,
Wisdom's got, I mean, as long as nobody else wants to, Wisdom's kind of been in front for a lot of this. He'll go ahead.
go for it, buddy.
He's not going to be sneaky. So, I mean, he's not going to like barge in, but he'll just kind of open the door and stick his head through.
You're gonna stick your head through.
Yep. And I got like a torch too that I'm holding out. I'm not being, if I get decapitated, that'd be unfortunate, but we can do. Hindsight
The
character.
mortality rate of Doc's characters in this campaign, man.
Yeah, I didn't really like how you said you stick your head through. But
Yeah,
what
right.
happens?
Stick your head through to
What's,
be chopped off.
Encouraging.
What's the roll 20 command to whisper again?
I don't know.
I think it's just whisper.
Slash
right?
whisper, right?
I tried that and it didn't work.
Yeah, I don't remember because I think you need to put who you're whispering to.
Yeah, you
Hang
probably
on, I
need to
got
do
it.
/W and then the character name, and then then the text.
It's /W and
Type
then
/W and then the name.
Definitely touched
I got
it
it. I got it. I got it. /W.
Hey, Peter, you gotta type
/W and then the name.
name.
Peter.
the investigation is ongoing. Okay.
Okay, I am describing wisdom. You guys are ridiculous.
Whispered to Peter that it's /W and then the name.
I love it.
Should I be? Are you typing something out, or should I have already been seeing something?
I'm typing something out.
Okay.
You feel a great pain as your head is lopped off. falls to the ground.
You feel
I-
your
we can fix
conscious.
that.
Weirdly, you feel your consciousness fade, and you're looking up at
We-
your headless body.
A healing potion will fix me right up.
Cure
We'll be
wounds. We'll fix that right up.
fine.
Can't do anything
Soul's
about.
got restoration, right?
Can't do anything about your soul leaving your body, but
Yeah.
We don't have revivify yet, do we?
No.
We're never gonna get revivify, are we?
I'm still like a level 1 cleric, so no. We're,
I was
or at
gonna
least
say,
I'm not
that's
getting
cleric
revived.
only, isn't it?
Paladin.
Hmm.
I wasn't sure if like
I-
artificers or bards get access to it though.
No, I don't.
A
believe
bard's
so.
good. They're
think a-
allowed to pick, I think it's like a spell from a different class.
yeah,
but-
I could have. I took a warlock spell, I think.
Oh, apparently it is
Eldritch- didn't you take Eldritch-
artificer.
Huh?
What level
did
did
you
you
take
get?
Eldritch Blast?
Well,
No.
it's
Screaming. Oh.
I don't know what
it's
I
whether
took,
it's
honestly.
part of the natural spell list that I have, or if it's one of the ones that they give you like for free.
Oh.
I think I took
'Cause-
Shatter.
Those are also. I'm not seeing it here. It might be one given to a class, and I doubt it's given to the armorer class
True.
or subclass.
Okay, so like I did say that I was like leading with the torch and everything too, Peter. So I wasn't being loud or trying to be loud or sneaky, but I opened the door, stuck my head through the torch. When I saw the conversation, I didn't try to slam the door shut or anything, but I immediately tried to get the torch back through. And if anybody on our side was making any noise, I immediately tried to shush.
Okay, roll stealth.
Everybody or just him?
And let's make it interesting. Whisper that stealth to roll if you can. I know that's a little
Okay.
late, but
No, you're good. And then this won't, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but. Oh, wow, that is, okay.
okay, wait. Okay, we're good.
So I'm doing the
Yeah,
whole,
you
like, I
are-
came back through immediately and just, hand in front of the mouth.
You stealthily close the door.
Did he close the door? Did you say you closed the door, Doc?
No, I didn't want to, I didn't want to risk having the door, it's a stone door, make any sort of noise. So I just wanted to get back through the door. I wanted to break eye contact, to get the light away from the door. I would have put the torch out as soon as I could too.
Okay, you do that. And now the party
Great.
is in darkness.
And I am shedding, or not shedding, like corralling the group back away from the door. Just as quietly as we can, we need to get like away from the door a little bit. And as we, like, once we get like 10 feet or so away, I'll start to relay the information that I saw. I saw Barlog, I saw Phil Fleetwood, I saw like an actual just bone skeleton. Like no flesh, just bones, Peter.
I gave you the description that you would have seen.
So it was a pretty quick, it looked like a skeleton to me, as well as several like deep dragons, smaller ones, but deep dragons that are also, it was this large like circular room that were all seeming to have a conversation with each other. Did it appear that they noticed me in that like split second that I poked my head through and then came back? Did anybody try to like turn their head or anything?
You wouldn't have noticed if they had noticed you.
Okay. Yeah, so
Quite the
Were they
same.
talking? I'm gonna message. I'm gonna message wisdom that
they
were they
were
talking.
Yeah, they were. It looked like they weren't really pleased with each other either. It almost looked like they were arguing more than just having a conversation.
Well, we definitely need to go listen in.
So it turns out I should have Revivify. It's just not on my character sheet for some reason, so I need to add that.
Ooh, nice.
It's also important to note that, so like in the middle of the circle room was just this, it's hard to describe, but like a stain in the middle of the floor where purple lightning was shooting out of.
Oh shit, I missed
Yeah.
something.
What?
Yeah. So
Okay.
circle room, Barlog, Fleetwood, some sort of skeleton guy are all arguing. There's purple wormlings all running around. And in the middle is it just looks like a giant stain on the ground where purple lightning is arcing around.
Can I send Sove over to
The hell.
listen in?
How do you want to send Sova in to listen in?
Like just hang on the door ledge and
But not
like
actually be in line of sight with anything.
yeah, well like peek the head around so we can see
Why are we
them,
sending the bird instead of like one of us?
because the bird's got a longer dark vision range. And
It was-
he's
I'm gonna
smaller.
have the bird roll stealth, whisper the stealth roll to me, and then I will also have the bird roll a perception.
I don't how to whisper on this bird. How do I whisper on the bird? Query whisper, that's it. And then what else? The perception?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I also left out an important part. There's also a large lizard thing in the room as well. I forgot that.
Large lizard thing?
A large lizard thing.
That's the basically the description I have. So.
Okay.
Okay. Sova is able to peek out, and she sees sort of the same things that I just described. However, you notice that the room has gone quiet.
What are
That's
they
a problem.
doing? Are they looking over at the door?
They are looking over at the door.
Oh dear.
We need a ding dong ditch. We need
Sova's gonna keep watch, making sure that nothing comes this way. But I'm gonna whisper to everyone individually to make sure that's as quiet as possible, that they've stopped talking and they are staring at the door.
I don't think we confront. I think we try to, because was it still like on an incline or a decline down to this door, Peter?
What do you mean?
So like, because if we're retreating up a hill, they're not going to have like the same line of sight we are. And like, was it a decline to get to this door, or did it like level out? What was the environment like?
It's been a decline this entire time.
Okay. Well, I guess you messaged individually.
You can respond.
Okay. Do we confront? Do we go? I don't think we're in a position to confront.
How many things were there in there? I don't think we can
Skeleton.
confront.
Several wormlings, a large lizard
Define
monster.
several. Do we get a description of several?
More than 3, Peter?
You would have.
Obviously, I didn't see everything in the room.
You would
but,
have seen.
How many did I
you would have
see?
seen. You would have seen 3 wormlings.
There's a lot going on.
And then a lizard thing? Is that something that I've seen before? Or can I do some kind of check on it?
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll to. See if you can...
Peter, there's no like external light sources on the outside of the stone door, right? It's complete darkness.
Correct.
What do you want me to roll for this?
So I would
History?
probably. Yeah, I would probably say history.
Good.
From the middle of the door to like the far wall, how far is it?
From the middle door to the far wall, it is. About 90 feet.
Okay. Well, you do your thing first, Kip.
You would have seen through Sova that the large lizard-like creature is it kind of looks like a mutated, morphed version of a basilisk.
Oh shit.
Solid. what I would like to do is, so if it's door and then 90 feet to the side is like the corner, I want to corral us all as quietly as we can into the corner, and I want to, well, I'll do it beforehand, but cast darkness on us.
Okay.
Which, well, give me 1 second to make
Well,
sure what the
do we
radius
want?
looks like.
Are you sure we want to do darkness?
Yeah,
What's the other
absolutely.
option?
They can't, if they have dark vision, they can't see us in it.
Yeah, I guess, but we also can't see that.
Well, I mean, that's fine. Actually, I can. That was the thing. I can do some monk stuff, and I can see through the darkness.
I
But
can't see
let's-
anything anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
I guess that's fair.
Is
I guess
anybody
that's
home
fair.
yet?
To the corner, to the corner. I'm gonna pop my mask so I can see in the dark, and it's a 15-foot radius, so 30-foot diameter cone of darkness that I'll cast.
Kip isn't gonna be moving because I can't see, so you're gonna have to like
Yeah,
push him.
so
and
Kip
direct
will,
him.
I'll pick him up if I have to.
Is Sova in the same spot? Have you moved Sova?
No, so it's still like peeking around the corner, right? Like it's just like a eye. He's not like sitting around the corner, like sitting out in the open.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to cast invisibility on Sova.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good
Wait.
option. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
I'm
used
telling
my
you,
favorite
it's
gift
just a
ever.
match thing.
Respect.
I saw that.
Okay, so I wanted to get us all into the corner with our darkness cone or circle, and then basically just sit stock still and not do anything. Hopefully the group does that as well.
We need to be a little more careful, though, if you know what I'm saying.
That's what we just overheard.
Yes.
I'm waiting for them to continue talking.
I'm trying to think to
the
get now.
4 individuals have now gathered closely in a corner, or not a corner, but a portion of the room, and are now whispering.
Sova is invisible.
Can Sova hear them? Can Sova
You can
try to hear them?
You can roll a perception to try to hear them.
Would you have, since last time you had me, well, never mind, we're too far away for Sova to get buffed by the bond.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on Sova to give her advantage on.
I already have
We're
advantage.
like 90 feet, we're 90 feet away from the door, which is where Sova's at.
Okay, never mind. I can't give advantage on perception anyway, so never mind.
So I get advantage in perception. Okay. Got it. Is
Sova,
that good
come
enough?
through for us.
You aren't able to make out the full conversation, but you hear several voices that some of which you recognize.
Well, if Sova can't actually hear what's happening, I'm gonna have Sova fly a little closer then.
Okay,
Well, like
you wanna
he's-
hear the full conversation.
Yeah, he's gonna try and hear the full conversation.
All right, I was not expecting to do the full conversation.
Or a full,
I mean,
for
I
the
wasn't
invisible
either, but
owl to be
Sova's-
listening in.
Sova's invisible, so
Hey, no. Yeah, I just
full
got
advantage of this.
my,
Strike while the iron's hot, baby. Hey,
Strike while the
Yaru,
bird's
maybe
invisible.
Start the process of the tiny hut right now.
Okay, I'll start casting Tiny Hut as a ritual.
Just
10 minutes.
maybe it
Good
works,
call.
maybe it doesn't, but
I'm thinking the deal's off, Phil.
What do you mean?
So record this.
It's in the stream.
Well, it's in the stream, luckily.
I'm thinking the deal, the arrangement we had is over. I don't like how things have turned out this week.
Well, what don't you like about the deal? I've provided everything you've needed. I've gotten what I've wanted out of it. The deal's already been completed.
Nah, I don't like it. I'm telling you right now. The lady went missing, and I was in it for the lady.
You hear another voice that you don't quite recognize. And it talks slowly and in an unsettling manner. Like, it's almost, oh God, how do I word this?
The words come out very pointed and crisp in the air. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of you hooligans messing around. We have completed everything we need for the ritual. The plan is going according to everything that we've already laid out. We just need a few more ingredients. King Balrog raises his voice up again. Yeah, and what would those ingredients be? You've already taken enough from me and my people. You hear the voice again. We need 3 more things. We need a piece of her. We need the blood of some innocents. And we need some damn gnomish sacrifices. King Balrog raises his voice. Ah, shit. Made it this far, huh? I'll see what I can do. Phil, why don't you worry about those gnomish sacrifices and that blood of innocence and whatnot?
They all nod their heads. And King Barlog and Phil begin to walk towards the door.
Our door towards our door.
Towards the only door in the room.
Shit.
Gotcha.
How's that not even coming?
Hey,
Let's
what's
see if
going
this
on,
was
guys?
let's see if this was a good plan or a bad plan.
Ah, shit.
Oh shit!
Well, they have no idea we're here because of the darkness, and once they get in,
that's
they won't be able to see anything either.
Well, they probably have
That's the
dark
hope.
vision.
They probably have
so-
torches.
Well, this is magical darkness, though. Dark vision
Oh.
does not.
But if they
break
It's my
darkness,
hope.
does it?
It's my hope that just because you like dark vision is still like it's still dark for them. So I'm hoping they just see a dark corner. It's not like they're going to be looking at every nook and cranny. Hopefully, that's the hope.
Get it in the
Whether that
thud.
happens,
How far along is the
How-
How far along is
I
the
don't
thud?
know. I started when the started conversation took place. So how long did the conversation take?
Exactly as long as it took to cast thud.
What's the cast time on thud? Hold on.
10
Well, if it's a
minutes.
ritual, because you said you're doing it as
Casting
a ritual, right?
time 1 minute. Yeah, I said a
1
ritual.
minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's
surely.
not bad at all.
Well, the problem is he said ritual. The ritual cast is 10 minutes.
King Barlog whips out a torch and begins
Can
to
I can?
open-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. I did say
Either
ritual.
way, I mean, either way, he's gonna see something in the corner with the torch. Like, even
Yeah.
if it's a hut, he's gonna see the hut.
Yeah.
He begins
no. There's
to
it's
he
dark.
won't know.
He'll see shadow in the corner. Is what he'll see.
Yeah, he's gonna see a shadow corner. What's that? Let's go check it out.
It
There's
just-
You're
nothing
gonna
to
go
check
check
out.
out a shadow in a cave.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it does say a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness. So even
Right.
then, they can't see.
I can see them though with my.
You
If
can,
you want me to link it, I
right?
can,
But nobody else will
But
be
with
able
a
to see.
torch,
All
they
right,
can
Pete.
see, right?
We've been talking
No.
about it. They're coming this way. We're not.
Non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay.
So a torch will not be able to light it up. A spell could.
opens up the door,
Hmm.
and his stubborn short-sightedness just continues to walk along. His torch illuminating nothing. In fact, the torch doesn't illuminate anything. It just gets very dark. However, because he is who he is, he doesn't notice anything quite yet. Phil follows along and goes, "The hell? I can't see anything. Did you turn on the torch?"
We're 90 feet away from the door.
Turn on the gun.
Turn the torch on.
Yeah, the darkness
from-
isn't covering the door.
yeah. They wouldn't see that yet, Peter.
You said it was door, and then 90 feet away was the corner, which is where we're at with 15 foot. circle of darkness.
I misunderstood what you were saying. The distance from the door to the end of the other side of the room
is 90 feet.
Okay,
Oh,
so,
so
how
what I-
long is the corridor that we are in?
Yeah, how wide is it?
How wide is it?
Yeah, so basically, if you were looking at the door,
It's so it would
From
be
the
9
door
feet.
to the
It would be
corner.
9 feet by 9 feet. It's a 9 foot.
We're right on top of the door. We're
Okay.
just crouched in the corner right on
That's
gonna
top of the
change
door.
things. That's gonna change things.
Wide hallway.
Can I don't think I can tinker with my radius, but I'm gonna.
No, we can't.
Do I have anything for this?
I have an idea. Should I
sure
do?
don't.
Should I try?
Well, I mean, is this what like? Are we?
Let's see.
Are we retconning
Barlow
any of
didn't
that,
even
Peter?
respond.
No. I'm going to okay. My idea is to use suggestion
What?
to tell
What are
Phil.
you talking about? You don't know the way by now? I can't see the torch, you idiot. Something's not right.
Can I cast? Okay, I'm gonna cast suggestion on Phil,
Okay.
and I'm just going to. The suggestion's gonna be, keep going.
Okay.
These are not. This is not the dumb group you were looking for. Hiding in a corner 5 feet from you.
Yeah, that
Like kindergartners
probably
playing
would have
hide
been
and
very
seek, and
different.
You're like hiding behind a tree, and there's all of you sticking out on either side.
Don't say Phil. It's like a cat when they put their arm over their eyes that they can't see you, you can't see
I
them.
don't know.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
8
you know
hours
what?
is a beautiful time. That's pretty reasonable to just keep going.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Just
I have to stop casting a tiny hut though because this is concentration.
That's fine.
Hmm.
At this point, Tiny Hut's already over.
Nobody move a muscle.
I really wish I had a portent for this.
And then what's the save?
16
16 what? I didn't look.
wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
It seems like it's the same person.
What did you say?
Keep going.
Keep going.
Never mind. Fucking, it's just
Nice.
straight.
You're so lucky.
And King Barlog and
Jesus.
Phil walk off down the corridor.
Directly into Kip.
Wait, what?
Nothing. It just looked like they crossed through your square. It was pretty funny.
Oh,
I mean, I want you guys to know that they were literally like 4 feet away from you guys.
Yep.
Yep. We know.
Yeah.
Well
Unfortunately, we are
aware.
aware. During this time when they're like walking away, because I'm sure none of us did anything for a solid couple minutes till they were farther away. Is there
I
anything
pooped.
else going on from inside the? Yeah, I can't do anything about stink. Are you thaumaturging the stink away?
Still pooping.
Anything
Prestidigitation
coming from the
prestidigitation all over
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's what I meant to say.
What's happening in the room? Sova's still looking around the room too.
Oh, right. We have an inside operative.
Sova
Oh.
sees what looks like a decaying skeletal figure in a red robe reading a tome, a large tome.
What is on the tome?
I say we murder hobo this guy.
What happened to the lizard things too?
Sova does
He
not
asked for gnomish sacrifices.
Sova
Wisdom's
does
on
not
board.
recognize the language that the tome is in.
Is it draconic?
No.
Darn. Is it? Hold on. Let me look at all my language.
Well, to be fair, I don't know. if
Unless
Kip's
you're
even read
infernal?
any-
Yeah, I was gonna say you have draconic and infernal as
and
far as I know.
celestial.
Oh,
Also
wait a
has
minute.
celestial.
Kip, have you
You
relayed any
got
of
it.
your conversation to us yet?
No, because I am being
Okay.
absolutely quiet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
So we just know they opened the door and that was it.
Which is good because I'm in this. I would like to murder hobo this guy.
All right. Are we going to do that tonight or?
Oh no. Combat would.
Yeah, no, that would take way too long.
Okay.
So yeah, we are at
So
11:30
I looked up.
already.
I looked up to research something to like find the answer of what. It's you don't recognize the language, Kip.
What about the
Bummer.
little Drake things? Are they still in there? And the lizard best list?
Yes, they are still in there, and as far as you can tell, they have not noticed Sova.
Okay. So is gonna fly to the door and watch, and whenever the king and Phil get far enough away, I'm going to relay everything that happened to the group.
Okay, that happens.
Ooh. When I cast, hold on a second.
Wisdom like started for the door when you mentioned the gnomish sacrifices.
Hey,
He
just
stopped. but
just
he
a
started
quick
for it.
just a quick note, Peter. When I cast suggestion, Sova definitely lost invisibility.
Oh, that would've been good to know.
Oh, that's a concentration spell.
Sure
Where
is.
was Sova within the room?
Sova was listening in on that conversation between the king and Phil. So wherever that would have been.
I mean, you
Boy,
probably
Sova-
to be fair, you probably would have just posted Sova up in a corner. It's not like she would have been.
Yeah, like I can't see the room, so I can't tell you where it would be.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a little leeway for that. G, next time you gotta let me know a little bit more.
I mean, I didn't realize it until just
You're
now.
good. No, you're good. Concentration
Well-
spell. That was all this time. That's,
Yeah, never mind.
that's on me as well.
I still would have done it. Like, you know.
So
I still
we'll
would've done it.
say that because Sova was flying up in the air, no one noticed.
Well, and at that point, they would have been out of the room, right? They would have been in the hallway.
But these things in the room could
They
have
had
still seen
already
him.
kind of
Right.
lost suspicion, so it would not have been effective.
So we've got a skeleton, a couple baby deep drakes, and a lizard monster.
Guys, Yaru's ideas worked.
Wow. Can't miss them all, I guess.
Yeah, let's celebrate right now. Did you just say you can't miss them all?
Can't miss them all.
Yep.
Hey, listen here. We were about to be
Good
discovered,
session. Good session, Peter.
and I snatched us from the jaws of defeat.
So yeah,
Let's,
everything is still in there. The basilisk still in there, the 3 drakes, and that's it, right? And the skeleton thing. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 3 wormlings, a basilisk, the skeleton with the robe, and there's actually another figure in the room who hasn't left, who I described as a deep gnome.
He didn't talk at all
what
though?
is,
He has not said anything.
Okay. Is he next to
Phil
the rogue
have
figure at all? Sorry.
no, you're fine.
Is
I should let you finish.
he like standing next to the robe figure at all, or is he like off on his own?
He's off a little bit on his own.
I think I got a full rundown of the room. I'm good.
Does Phil have any fighting capabilities, Peter? You know, I was on the Iron Council. Like, is he a magic dude? Is he capable fighter? Or is he just like a
Entire
straight
time-
politician?
In the Iron Council, you have never seen Phil get into a single fight.
Okay.
So he a bitch.
He doesn't have any reputation of being.
He has no
Any sort of
reputation
good
that
fighting?
we know of. He has never,
Okay.
shown any signs of anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if we want to hang out here for 10 minutes, I can do a ritual cast of that telepathic
Yeah,
bond
so
again.
do you guys want to call it here and come up with a plan for next session?
I think so,
Mhm.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's a good spot.
But yeah, so I'm thinking I can do that so we can at least talk quietly in here.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But do
I
we wanna
definitely
wait
want
10
to murder
minutes?
hobo, but we should definitely try to figure out the plan, whatever's going on here first before we murder hobo.
I am very light on spell slots from all the shenanigans that occurred previous to our arrival here.
How am I
You
doing?
got a rapier on your hip, don't you?
I'm actually, I have almost all of my spell slots, so I'm good. I haven't really cast anything apparently.
But, oh, never mind.
I cast a fly on you.
Okay, that's what I didn't know.
I lost
Is
that
that-
one. And one suggestion. I think there's only 2 that I've cast. Because yeah, we basically didn't do any combat. It was essentially us trying to not do combat.
A
Like,
piece
I'm
of
good for
her is
fighting.
probably referencing the views, which if that's who we killed, uh-oh, there's just a giant dead body ready for the taking. The blood of an innocent could very well mean Urkel. And a Gnomish sacrifice is pretty straightforward. There's an entire settlement moving to here. So we gotta work it
Upon
out.
whose advice?
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a little hard to predict that the leader of this whole continent is would be seeking out sacrifices, but nonetheless,
I mean, to be fair, even if they didn't move, they would just go to there and get them and sacrifice them. So it
that's
doesn't
true
really
too.
matter
It'd
where
just be a
they're
couple
at.
more
It's
days.
just the optics aren't great. That's all I'm saying.
The optics, you are correct, are not great.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
thought about telling them to go somewhere else, but we didn't really rest beforehand. Get the whole dragon mail system going again.
All right. That's going to be it for me tonight. Thanks, people, for watching. Until next time.